Good morning and welcome to today's verse. To God be the glory. What a great day it is today. Today's verse, it comes to us from the book of Daniel, Daniel chapter 9, verse 18. And it says this: "O my God, incline your ear and hear. Open your eyes and see our desolation and the city which is called by your name. For we do not present our supplication because of our own righteous deeds, but because of your great mercy." I want to speak to you this morning about Daniel's prayer. We find here in Daniel chapter 9, it highlights Daniel's great prayer on behalf of his people, where in verses 14 to 15, he confesses the sins of Israel before God. And in verse 16 to 19, he makes his request or supplication to the Lord. After Daniel confesses his sin and that of Israel and acknowledging the righteousness of God, Daniel asks God to turn his attention to Jerusalem and the sanctuary that has been left desolate and to restore it. Now, this is the heart of his plea. Daniel chapter 9 is set during Israel's captivity in Babylon. Daniel had been reading the prophecy of Jeremiah, and he realized that the 70 years of exile were nearing an end. In response, Daniel humbles himself in prayer, confessing the sins of Israel and pleading with God for his mercy and restoration. In our verse, Daniel acknowledges that Israel cannot rely on its own righteousness, for they have none. Instead, he pleads solely to God's mercy and compassion, recognizing that salvation comes from God's grace and not human effort. Now, how are we to apply our verse today? We're not in exile being helped by some foreign power, or are we not? Sin has that kind of effect on us. Just as Daniel acknowledged the unworthiness of Israel, we too are to approach God in humility, understanding that we cannot earn his favor or grace through our own efforts. We can only rely on God's mercy, not our works, when we make requests unto him. Our verse is a powerful reminder that God's mercy, not our righteousness, is the foundation for our relationship with him. For it is by grace through faith that we are saved, and not of ourselves. It is a gift of God. We are therefore to live in a way that brings honor to God's name, trusting in his steadfast love and compassion, for his mercies fail not. To God be the glory for the great things he has done. I pray that you would meditate upon this verse as you go throughout your day. It is the weekend. As I always say, get out and do something special for yourself and with your family. It's going to be a little difficult to do that here in North Carolina, as there's ice all over the road. We have to wait till it melts. But tomorrow is coming, Sunday morning. Make sure you enter into a place of worship, depart to serve. Monday morning, God's willing, we'll see you right back here. Yes, on today's verse. Amen.